Hello everyone. In this video we will see how to apply for the UK asylum and then stay as a refugee in UK. Welcome to channel Sundar Ayappan. Hope you like this video. Please like, comment and subscribe this video, and also do visit my other videos in my channel which help you to understand about UK information. Lots of information about regarding UK visa and information about UK. It will be helpful for newbies as well as those who come to UK for the first time. So this video is mainly about applying for asylum and staying as a refugee in UK. Many people has asked me many questions and during the in the YouTube comments that how to apply for UK asylum and be staying as a refugee. Also, what are the rules and regulations, conditions for applying asylum and staying as a refugee in UK. So that's the main topic I'm going to cover: how to apply, what are the rules and regulations, which countries can apply, what is third country, what is safe country, what is the interview, and then what is the screening process, how long it will take to get a decision, and what you are eligible to do during your application process or the pending review of your application. All these things I will detail in this video. First thing, what do you mean by refugee, or what do you mean by asylum? Who can eligible for asylum? People from which country can come and apply in the UK for asylum? So mainly, if you are in a country where your life is threatened by various reasons which is listed as part of United Nations Refugee Convention, if your life is in threatened or you are subject to persecution by the local government, or the country is in war, or there is a political unrest, and there is a kind of a safety, that is, you are not able to live safely in your country or the current country based on your race, religion, language, ethnicity and gender, and based on a sexual orientation. Some countries will not allow LGBT people, so those countries and those people cannot leave those countries. They are eligible to apply for the UK if they feel the country is not giving them safety, or they are not feeling safe in the country and always in fear of persecution. That means being punished or being sentenced to prison without doing any wrongdoing, but only based on your race, religion, sexual orientation, all those things. If you are not safe in these terms, then you can apply for asylum and then stay in the UK as refugee. Also, the main thing they are saying in the UK is you should have failed to get security or protection from the government. The country in which the government in which your country you are staying, that country or the police are not able to give you protection for your safety. In that case, you can apply for a asylum. It doesn't mean that you have done a criminal activity and based on that you will not get protection, but without you have not done any wrongdoing. However, you are feeling unsafe and then government is not able to give you safety, or you are not able to live safely in the country, then you can, or you are eligible for asylum in the UK. When I mentioned about the conditions on which you can apply for asylum, also you need to also know what are the conditions you are not eligible for asylum. It is also very important you know these things. So you are not considered for asylum if you are from a EU country. You are not considered asylum if you travel to UK through a safe country or third country. You are not considered for asylum if you are from a safe country where there are family links with the members of people living in that third country or safe country. In that case, you will not be considered for asylum. So I mentioned about third country. What is third country means? The third country means you are not citizen of the country. You are not calmed in that country even though you are staying in the third country. They will not send you to another country for your safety. The third country will not send you to another country for your safety, which is other than your normal place of living. So having seen what is safe country, what is third country, and also who are eligible or who are not eligible for asylum, let's get into the next topic of when to apply asylum. So you need to apply for asylum as soon as you landed into UK. You can apply for asylum at the border agency or the border. That is, when they check your passport before entering into UK, you need to apply there. If you delay after entering into UK, there will be complications and lots of chances that your asylum will not be processed soon, or there are chances it will be declined. So as soon as you landed in UK, then the first port of entry you will be in the border security. the border security people will check your passport. At that time, you need to apply for your asylum. So you have mentioned that you want asylum in UK as you entered the UK, and during that airport or any other method you entered the UK, you asking for asylum or protection with the border agency. What will happen next? So what will happen next is an immigration officer, you will be taken to an immigration officer. The immigration officer will collect your details about where are you coming from, what is your situation, why are you asking for asylum, what are the documents you have. All those details they will collect. The immigration officer, after you said to the border security you want to apply for asylum because of your personal safety, after the immigration officer collected all the details, the home office will assign an interview. The home office will consider the application, whether the claim can be considered, whether your claim for asylum can be considered. That's the second step. The third step is the interview will be assigned to a caseworker who will take care of your application, and then he will go in detail about your situation, what are the details you are given, what is the country you are coming from, what are the details you are given, and whether it is matching to the current situation in the country, what you have done, what the reason for you being fearful of your life in your home country, and then what are the reasons for your persecution chances in your home country. All those details the caseworker will analyze, and then he will call you for an interview. The decision after your interview, the decision for whether you will be considered as for asylum or is there any other way they can help you, it will be informed back to you within 6 months. 6 months is the time. Within that they will need to inform you about the decision whether you are granted asylum and what are the other help they can give you. However, now with a lot of backlog, it will take more than 6 months in UK because lots of applications are pending due to various reasons, pandemic and then staff shortage. So it will take more than 6 months, but it's mentioned as a minimum 6 months it will take. Maximum they not mention anything. If you have given any wrong information at the time of the interview, and then they found that you have done some other activity in your home country and you escaped there, and then came to UK, in that case, if you are found given wrong information, then there is a chance or there is a rule for put you in prison for 2 years, and also if not they will send you back to the home country where you came from, and also they will not be allowed to enter back into the UK. When your application is considered or the application is with the caseworker, as I mentioned, it will take minimum 6 months. During that time, what are the things you can do? You cannot work. That's the main thing. You cannot work during the time. So you will be asked to report to a specific place every week or every month, and then you will be monitored where you are going, in the sense based on the reporting or where you are reporting. If you don't know English, for example, you don't know English is not your first language, in that case you can ask for an interpreter to help you with your asylum application and then the process, and also you can ask help with the legal representative to be given to you and then help you in the asylum process. That is also possible. So what are the documents you need to provide to fasten the asylum process, or what are the documents they will ask you is definitely passport. If you have a passport, that will help you a lot with your identification, date of birth, and then which your address, all those things, and other documentation like a birth certificate, marriage certificate, all those things will help you. More documentation if you have, it will help you to process your application fast. So give more details to the caseworker so that your application will be processed faster. Second route I mentioned, that after entering into UK, there you can also still apply for asylum. You have not asked for asylum while entering UK, but after entering in UK, you find that the situation in your home country has changed. Because of that reason, you cannot go back to your home country. Your life is not safe in your home country if you go back. In that case, after entering into UK, you lived for a couple of months and then you find yourself not suitable to go back to your home country due to the situation changed on your home country, and then your safety is not guaranteed. In that case, you can still apply for a asylum in UK. So as I mentioned, the home office will do a screening process. After that only the caseworker will come and collect your details. In the screening process, they will take a photograph, they will take all your fingerprints so that it will be in the database. So after you have got the interview and then you are waiting for the asylum decision, during that time they will give you a ARC card, which is asylum registration card, which you need to keep so that in any places if the authorities ask what is your reason or what is your eligibility to be inside UK, then you can show this ARC card, asylum registration card, and say that I have registered for asylum and waiting for a decision. So that card is very important. You have to keep it with you. There are also chances that Home Office will send you to a safe country after the screening process. For example, you ask for asylum and then Home Office feels that you are not from a country where the situation is not bad. In that case, what they will do, they will send you to a safe country where your asylum process will be processed, where the asylum application will be processed. As of now, what UK is saying that the safe country, they assigned some safe country, that in the sense the agreement with other country. Rwanda is a country, as of now they're saying safe country, where the asylum applications will be processed. You will be sent there you have to wait for the asylum decision, and then you have to wait for the decision. If it is positive, you will come back. If it is negative, you will be sent back to your home country. So in some cases, you can be detained if if the UK Home Office thinks that you are not eligible, also you are dangerous to the country UK. In that case, they can detain you and then send back to a asylum center where you will be kept, and then you will be put on a flight and then send it back to your home country. Home Office can only detain certain type of people. They cannot detain children, they cannot detain elderly, they cannot detain people who are physically challenged, they can detain a pregnant woman. So there are a lot of conditions there. However, if the Home Office feels that you can be detained for various reasons, maybe you are illegally there, and then you are not from a country safe, you are not from a country where there is a problem, in that case they can detain and send it back to you to a processing center. From there they will send you back to your home country. So for example, if you take that you have successfully applied and then your interview caseworker has decided that to give you asylum, and in that case as a refugee you can stay. Well, how long you can stay? So how long you can stay is they will give you a refugee status for 5 years. After 5 years you can go and apply as a settlement. You can settle in UK after 5 years. That's one route. Some cases they will decide that UK is not considering you as a refugee. As a humanitarian basis, they will give you some days, some number of days for you to stay in the UK, so that the situation back in your home country changes and then you can go back. They also do that one. In some cases they will allow you to stay in UK for a number of days or years without a refugee status. After 10 years legally living without any problem in the UK, you can apply for a settlement. That is 10 years period, long period. You can do that as well. Basically, decision is given as group 1 and group 2. Group 1 is a safe route where you are assigned a refugee status and then government will help you to live in UK. The group 2 is little bit a kind of a very confusing route where there are a lot of branches there where you will be given number of days to be in the UK as a humanitarian basis. Also, you can be given some years to stay in the UK, but not as a refugee. So mostly they will say temporary stay. These are temporary stay, not a refugee status stay. The group 2 has temporary stay and not refugee stay. Finally, what are the chances for appealing your decision? If the decision goes wrong, that Home Office decides that they are not going to give you a refugee status, in that case you can appeal for the decision, which is a long process. You have to give a lot of documentation and you have to have a advocate, that is a solicitor, who will represent your case, and sometimes it's costly process. In some cases the Home Office will you can only apply for one time. You cannot keep on applying many times. So all those things are there. So if it is positive, government will help you to settle down, and then you can start a new life in UK. Some people will stay as a refugee. Once the situation comes back to normal in their country, they will go back. So what I've given is not very detailed, but very high level detailed about how to apply asylum and then stay in the UK as a refugee, and who are considered as a refugee, and which country or what reasons you can come and apply for asylum, and also the process for screening, interview, and then the decision time. Hope this helps you and then answers your question. We'll see in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.